It's the national.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Campbell making the catch. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. It's Barkley on the counter. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun, Jones. Short throw to be caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on the punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Texans send the punter out. The back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. take it in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jones buying time to his left. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with you. Ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
The pass rush has got real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Well, they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it, give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try to find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Norris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Stroud off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they got to figure out how to
pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Stroud's throw into the hands. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw out the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
Throw left side complete. That's Norris. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here goes Stroud again. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And one of the linemen on the outside is good.
And his crew will take over with football at the 35-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
There's no quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
Shoves him aside. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jones. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. There's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Stroud now to throw.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now out come the Giants.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now.
As they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Going for it with Pierce.
Gets by him and out of the daylight.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And
as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Pierce now up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Barkley inside handoff. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll go down back at the 12. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now Jones and the Giants trailing 14-13, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Jones throwing on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. To throw is Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Here's Jackson to return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he would get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Gets this to Waller. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone.